Welcome back. So, if you have finished watching Netflix teach you a lesson and are wondering about the ending, the fate of the Education Rights Protection Bureau, and the truth behind Gayun's death, here's a complete breakdown. At its core, Teach You a Lesson isn't just about punishing bullies or exposing corruption in schools. It's also a story driven by loss, revenge, and the desire to create a safer educational environment for both students and teachers. The series reveals that the Education Rights Protection Bureau was founded by Minister of Education Choi Kwon-seok and former military officer No Won-jin after a devastating tragedy. The two men were connected through Go-hyun, who was Kwon-seok's daughter and Ho-jin's fiancé. Go-hyun was a dedicated teacher who genuinely cared about her students and believed education could change lives. However, her commitment to doing the right thing ultimately cost her everything. For much of the series, viewers are led to believe that the student responsible for her death, Gyochol, simply snapped and attacked her during a mental breakdown. But as the story progresses, a much darker truth emerges. Gayun had discovered that Gyochol was involved in drug trafficking inside the school. When she confronted him about his illegal activity, he murdered her to protect himself and his operation. This revelation becomes a driving force behind the final chapter of the story. After serving time in prison, Gyochol is released on parole and quickly resumes his criminal activities at another school. Determined to stop him once and for all, Won Jin launches a new investigation. This time, the Bureau gathers support from teachers and staff members at school where they had previously intervened. By connecting evidence from multiple locations, they uncover a larger network of drug distribution operating within school. The information finally allows authorities to build a strong case against Gyochol and expose his activities. The final confrontation is particularly important for Won Jin's character. Throughout the series, he has been motivated not only by justice but also by the pain of losing Gwyun. When he finally comes face to face with her killer, he has every reason to seek revenge. Yet, in a crucial moment, he chooses not to take Gotchol's life. Instead, he allows the law to handle the situation and watches as Gotchol is arrested once again. The ending sends a clear message. While the Bureau was born from tragedy and personal loss, it ultimately evolves into something much larger than revenge. Despite criticism, political opposition, and repeated attempts to shut it down, the organization survives and continues its mission of protecting schools. The final scenes reinforce the idea that education should be a safe place for everyone. Students need guidance, teachers need protection, and bad actions must have consequences. By choosing justice over vengeance, Wanjin finally honors Gayun's ideals rather than his own anger. In the end, Teach You a Lesson closes on a hopeful note, suggesting that meaningful change is possible when people are willing to stand up for what's right, even in a system that often seems broken. Thank you for watching. Bye.